What is that? Whoa. Oh my goodness. What in the world? What was that? What was that? Hey guys, welcome back to another Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the latest update, the latest snapshot from the update Aquatic, the upcoming major update for Minecraft. There's a whole lot of new features, and so we're going to get right into it. First of all, we obviously have the new mob, or one of the new mobs anyway, the Phantom. These mobs will spawn naturally if you go several days without sleeping. So anyway, I'm going to spawn one down. We can get a closer look at what the texture of it looks like. And, well, this guy is intent on burying himself in the ground. But maybe we can get up here and take a look at this one. So you can see, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Little particle effects are pretty awesome. And yeah, that's the Phantom. So if you go several days without sleeping, then these Phantoms will spawn in. They spawn in at night, and they can be very difficult to defeat, simply because it's difficult to see them at night, and they'll swoop in and attack, as you saw there at the beginning. I'm going to move on to some of the newer blocks that have been added. You can see here I built a little shelter out of the new dried kelp block, and then also the new wood block. So they've added into the game several different types of wood. You can see they're listed right here. We have stripped oak log, stripped spruce log, pretty much repeats of all the different logs that we already had, but this time they're stripped of their bark. This is the stripped oak variant that you see here. I'm going to get myself an axe, and I'll show you how to make the stripped logs in this update. So you go up to any log, and if you right click, then it will strip it of its bark. And so there you go, you got the stripped oak, stripped spruce. Anyway, so you can kind of see how those look. That's pretty cool, actually. I think that's a nice addition to the game. They already had the right click feature for the shovel, how it makes the grass paths, so I thought this was a natural addition for the axe, since the axe didn't have a secondary function. Now it does, so now you can strip the bark off of any of the different log variants to create this new kind of nice texture. You can see over here that I also used it for my floor, and it looks good. I like it. It gives the hard surface sound effect, and I think it looks good. Moving on, we now have slabs and stairs for all of our prismarine blocks. So all of our prismarine blocks, we now have slab and the stair variant. So those are nice. We're going to be able to build some pretty cool structures with those. Now, moving on, we have three different types of underwater plant life now. Or really, I should say two types. We have seagrass. You can see that it's actually got a pretty cool texture by default. And then we also have kelp. Now, kelp is pretty cool because if you take kelp and throw it into a furnace, wait for that to cook up, and you can see that it gives us a piece of dried kelp. Now, the dried kelp can be used to craft dried kelp blocks, and the dried kelp blocks are pretty cool because we can actually use them as a fuel source. So if we'll go to our furnace over here and drop in some dried kelp blocks, then we can use them in the furnace as fuel. And these actually last for about the same as 2.5 coal. So they last a really long time, which is a really neat addition to Minecraft. This is going to be the probably the longest lasting fuel source other than buckets of lava. And I think way more convenient. So there you go. So let's drink a potion of water breathing and then take a look at how the new plant life is spawning in the new update. So you can see we have these nice kelp forests along with some smaller seagrass spread out. Now if you look there in the distance, you can see the newest mob, the newest besides the phantom. We now have turtles in Minecraft. That's right, turtles in Minecraft. I'm going to spawn a few turtles here. You can see what those look like. And they're a whole lot faster actually in the water. You can see that guy's really taking off there. A whole lot faster in water. And a little bit more slow on the land. Now if you have some seagrass and 2 turtles, then you can mate them and one of them will lay some eggs on the beach. Isn't that cool? Now, the eggs will only hatch at night. So you can stay here all day long, the eggs will not hatch. But if you'll wait until nighttime, so we're going to see if we can speed this process along a little bit. I went ahead and took a potion of night vision so that we could see a little better. And now we're just watching to see if these eggs will actually hatch. While we're waiting here, you can see with this night potion, or night vision potion, we can see the underwater growth a whole lot better. And I think it's pretty cool. And check that out. So while we're waiting on the eggs to hatch, I'll show you the new swimming mechanic. So if we'll go underwater here, you can see that getting around water has always been kind of a drag, it's always been kind of slow. They've added a new swimming mechanic into the game where if you press control, then you're able to maneuver through the water a whole lot faster. I'll show you what that animation looks like. Press control, and there you go. And it makes maneuvering through the water a whole lot easier. I don't know. I think this is going to be one of the coolest updates in Minecraft. I think it's something that's been a long time coming. You know, the oceans have been boring since pretty much the very beginning, and I think this is something that's going to actually make the oceans the biome to go to. You're not going to want to set up anywhere a good distance from an ocean. That's just so cool to look into the ocean, see all the kelp growing, and the turtles swimming, little squids. Now, the squids have a new feature as well. I'm going to see if I can show that to you. I'm going to go into survival, and the squids are supposed to shoot out a little cloud of ink to protect themselves. We're going to see if that actually happens here. Oh yeah. You can see the little ink cloud when I hit him, and notice that he ran away really quickly. So squids have become a whole lot more realistic in this update. Another thing we can look at while we're waiting for these eggs to hatch is the new turtle shell. So you can craft these turtle shell out of the turtle shell pieces that the turtles drop when you kill them. And you can actually put this on your head, and notice that you get a new little effect here, water breathing. Another really cool feature is now we have some bubbles that will appear in Minecraft next to magma blocks. Now these don't naturally generate anywhere in the world right now, so I added these in myself. But you can see they make a really cool little particle effect, and it's not just a particle effect. If you go into the stream, then it will actually like pull you downward. It'll actually pull you downward deeper into the ocean. So you actually have to watch out for those, because if you're up on top of the water and you happen to come across one, which right now you can't because they don't naturally generate, but if you were to swim into one of those columns, it would suck you under. So it's pretty scary little effect there, and I think it's really cool. Now, last but not least, for our new features, we now have a new weapon. We have the trident, as you can see here, and I'm not sure what's going on with the texture. You can see it kind of like crosses over into the box below it. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like that or not, but nevertheless it's pretty cool. And you can see that there are 4 different enchantments that go along with that. There is Loyalty 3, where if you throw your trident, and yes, you can throw it, then it will come back to you. Impaling 5, this enchantment is kind of like Sharpness. It just makes the trident more dangerous, especially against things in the sea. So different enemies in the ocean or fish in the ocean, Impaling will increase the damage due to that. Riptide is supposed to allow you to move faster in the water. We're going to try that out here in a second. And then this last enchantment, Channeling, which I'm not actually too sure what it does yet, but we're going to see if we can figure it out. So let's go ahead and take our trident, and we're going to I'm going to add these enchantments onto it. I'm not sure if we can add all of them on, but we're going to try. So far, so good. Alright. So we've got a super OP trident. Now let's see if we can find something to kill. So I'm going to try to kill one of these squids. So here goes. So you left click to attack and then right click to throw. Whoa! Oh, I actually moved. So that's because it has Riptide on it. So if I right click, then it throws me forward. That's really cool. And notice that they are coming back to me because of the loyalty. Oh, 1-hit kill on that squid. So that is really cool. So I want to try it out on something on land, so let's go try it out on this creeper and see what happens. Okay, so not an instant death. 2 hits so far. So it takes 3 hits, which maybe isn't the best against things on land. But again, it's not supposed to be for fighting on land. It's a trident. You're supposed to use it underwater. Alright, let's see if we can get this pig. I'm sorry, pig. Sorry. We're doing it in the name of science. Now, I'm not able to get it to work, but when it's raining and when Thunderstorm is working, you're supposed to be able to take the trident, if it has channeling on it, and use it to control the lightning. So you're supposed to be able to like attack an enemy with lightning by clicking on it or something, and I can't figure it out, but nevertheless, it sounds like it's going to be a pretty cool thing, and I'm really looking forward to it. Now you can see if you don't have loyalty on your trident, when you throw the trident, it actually stays wherever you threw it, which makes sense, and then you can run up to it and pick it back up. Now, when the eggs actually do hatch, some mobs will try to attack the little baby turtles, or some mobs will even try to destroy the eggs themselves. So if you want the little babies to hatch, then you do have to protect them. Oh, the eggs hatched! The eggs hatched! And you can see the little baby turtles are trying to make it out to the ocean. Oh, that's so cool. Look how small they are. Oh my goodness, they're baby turtles! That is awesome. Now the cool thing about the turtles is that they will not go too far away from their home beach. So like these little turtles right here, they hatched on this beach, so they won't just like go forever away, but they'll actually stay pretty close and return to this beach often. So that's kind of cool. So you don't actually have to worry about like pinning them up or creating like a turtle farm. The turtles won't go very far from where they hatch or from where they spawn. Well guys, that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and leave a like, and I'll see you next time.